Alright, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a somewhat quick review of a 1964 Volvo Amazon 122 Estate. This is obviously a barn find. It's my friend Carson's car. I'll put his Instagram and YouTube and whatnot in the link in the description. But he's going to tell us where he got it and give us the details on the engine and whatnot. And then we'll take it for a quick spin.
Alright, cool. So, like I said, my name is Carson. I bought this car over in eastern Massachusetts about. I looked for one for a while. I looked for an Amazon in general for a while. I stumbled upon this car in particular. It was in my price range at the time for what I could afford. I bought it for my mom because she always liked the body style and the cars, and we drive Volvos. I have a newer one, she has a newer one, so kind of add one to the collection. So I paid a fair amount, or a decent price for it. I didn't overpay, but I didn't underpay, and it's a fairly well-conditioned car. I have parts for it. I've been collecting parts for it now. I have a parts car that I've been using to take parts off of it. As far as the specs for the car itself, it's just a 1.8 liter inline 4-cylinder dual SU British carburetors. They're the damper style with the side draft, as they're called. And then other than that, 5 doors, 4-speed, Dana 30 rear axle, 15-inch wheels, pretty small tires, no power steering, no power brakes. It used to have drums front and rear, but I swapped the front to discs. I'm still doing a little work on that, so they don't quite work too well right now. I need new calipers. But otherwise, it's a work in progress, and I hope to have it on the road soon, at least driving around, mechanically sound, and then this winter I'll dive into the bodywork and stuff.
Alright, so now let's do a quick walk around of the vehicle. Design-wise, I first of all really like these dual grills. I think, once Carson has them looking good again, they'll look especially great. And you got your classic, just great bumper there. The headlights look great. You got the nice Volvo lettering across the front of the hood. You have this trim piece, which sort of is a little bit loose. The wheels, these are the wheels that came on this car. They have hubcaps, and the wheel itself is painted the same color blue as the car. And as you can see, it's a wagon. It's a very good looking wagon design, sort of mid-century wagon design. And you've got your gas tank back here. The back opens up like this. The top opens up and then the bottom opens up. And you've got a lot of space in there. He currently only has one raggedy seat in, but like he said, it's a work in progress, and he'll get it looking great for his mom at some point. And there's some holes in the floor currently. There's one big one up front. It's very nice. It's like,
Air conditioning.
Yeah, it's air conditioning. It's that sort of Land Rover road view that comes standard nowadays. This is from...
Keep an eye on your tires.
Yeah, keep an eye on your tires. Make sure they don't pop. This wheel is from, he has a, not that Volvo, but...
There's a Volvo behind it.
There's a Volvo back there.
Yeah, it's a 65 122S. That actually, it donated the engine, and then a couple interior parts, ashtray and whatnot. And then this wheel, just because it had a good tire on it.
Yeah.
And they match up year to year.
Yeah, and this wheel is very 60s European looking. It gives me real sort of BMW 2002 vibes.
Yeah,
and
it's pretty basic. There's a hubcap that goes on here that's different from the style of those.
Yeah,
they don't interchange with each other, so kind of for your information, if you have one of these cars or you want to get one of these cars, the 64 65 wheels are the same as far as what they'll fit over. So they'll fit over disc brakes and stuff, like I mentioned, so you're fine with that. But if you want to interchange trim rings or hubcaps, you're kind of out of luck.
Yeah. So. And so we have The interior, you know, missing a couple seats in here. That's fine. We have ashtray, and the steering wheel is very classic looking. It's got this great horn, which, you know, because it's a giant steering wheel, you don't have to reach to the middle to press it. That's nice. The speedometer is really cool. You'll see that maybe if we drive, but it has this great just sort of red line that goes up and down, and you got your shifter knob. Sun visors are, you know, spare and simple, but they're existent, and they just sort of dropped a ton of dust on me. Yeah. So there's the interior, and you got your windshield wipers. Are these vacuum or electric?
No, they're electric.
They're electric. Okay, wow. Yeah. Luxury option.
Yeah, they're 2 speeds. Just like a slow one for like drizzle, and there's a fast one for the rain. And then demonstrate for you.
Nice.
Yeah, so there's first speed, second speed, and then if you pull it out all the way, like to the third click that it has,
Yeah.
it'll employ the little washer nozzles, and it'll spray right on the windshield.
Oh, cool.
And clean.
That's cool. Yeah, a lot quieter than the ones on your Scout, which are vacuum.
Well, not so much quieter, they just work.
Yeah, that's true. And then we'll take a look at the engine. All right, so here's the engine.
Yeah, so like I said, 1.8 liter, little 4-cylinder. It's got a Bosch style distributor in it, or a Bosch manufactured distributor. They use them in VWs. I think maybe some BMWs, not sure about that. One thing that might jump out at you right away is these giant gaping holes in the fenders. That's East Coast for you. You know, the salt in the winters and stuff, because everyone drove what they had, and most of what we have now is just junk. It's like tin can consistency. Yeah, so single pot, master cylinder. Here's my little auxiliary tank we're running the engine off of right now. Here's the little master cylinder for the clutch. It's got a hard line that runs down to the slave cylinder, which engages and disengages the clutch. Just a simple, like, single dual core radiator, little mechanical fuel pump that feeds these dual SU carburetors. They're a side draft style. They use these dampers here that move up and down as you accelerate, and they kind of meter the amount of fuel that goes into the engine. So at idle, it's an ideal mixture, and as you go up on RPM, it richens it up. So it's not like a standard downdraft style carburetor that would run on like a Chevy or something, or really any American style V8. Yeah, so it's got like a dual port design. So one carburetor feeds 2 cylinders. Just a straight on, no electric, no clutch, just straight mechanical fan. Here's the heater box and stuff where the fan is stored. And then starter is bigger than the cylinders, I think, in this thing. It's got a big old starter to crank it over. And then a little PCV hose here. Washer tank is here. Big battery there. And then here's the stuff for the heater system that runs out of the engine block and through the heater port. And then here's your steering box here. Pretty small overall, only about that big. Pretty low input, so you don't even need power steering really. Once you're moving, it's pretty easy to maneuver. And then here's your fuse box over here. It uses these like special, kind of like porcelain, sort of like Bakelite fuses. They're like a white shrouded sort of plasticky material, and they have a band of metal around them, and they're thinner in the middle, and they somehow worked out the thickness of the metal to be a certain amperage, at which if you exceed that amperage, they'll just burn up in the middle. So that's all original as far as that goes. Nothing here has been changed around. There's a couple aftermarket things here, but it's all original style stuff, and that's why I plan to keep it. Car's only got 123,800 miles on it, 800 something miles on it, so it's still got plenty of life left in it.
All right, let's take it for a drive.
Hello.
All right, keep in mind that I suck at driving stick.
He does. It's bad.
Yep.
Oh well.
Got some nice floor mats slipping around here.
Better than nothing.
Yeah.
All right.
Stick my foot out of the car like a Jeep driver.
I hate that.
Yeah.
You know this. All right. Left and up.
Right?
Yeah, left and up is first.
Yeah.
Are you even in a gear?
I'm in neutral.
Oh, okay.
I got my foot on the clutch.
Yeah, left and up. Go.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Alright.
Clutch in.
Clutch in. Yep.
Push that to the left.
Alright,
Yeah.
alright.
All right, we're still in first.
Still first. Yep.
Remember what I told you. Remember your training.
Slowly. Yep.
I believe in you. All right, a little more. Like. There you go. Yeah, just peel out. That's how you do it. Rev it up. Just dump the clutch. Yeah, you gotta give it gas or else it wants the engine brake.
Okay, so now that I'm sort of in second gear, this car has really nice suspension. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it doesn't make any noise.
Yeah.
It's quiet, besides the exhaust.
Yeah.
But it's a good car.
Yeah, once Carson puts on mufflers and whatnot, it'll be very quiet. The suspension is really good, nice and cushy, very sort of, mid-century luxury car feeling. This is definitely, it doesn't feel like a sports car at all.
It has decent acceleration, but I haven't really gotten on it yet, just because I don't want to kill people's ears, or mine.
Or your ears.
It's loud.
But yeah, as you can tell, it's loud. And all I can say is the suspension is good. It's got good acceleration. It's compared to, I can't say, it's easier to shift than, I drove a V8 Scout. That was a manual. I might have just been worse at shifting at that point. That's very possible.
Yeah, it's a more sensitive car.
Yeah, but this one shifts a lot better. I'm going to slow down and downshift.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, engine braking a little bit.
Yeah, they get more gradual with it.
Yeah, it's such a light car that the steering, it being not, the steering being, completely not electric or hydraulic or anything, feels like fine because this car is so light. Maybe you can see the speedometer here, the little red line keeping up. As you can see, we're only going like 10 miles an hour or so. But yeah, I'm going to shift in a second. That was a bit better, yeah.
That was better.
Yeah.
I'm liking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm like eating dust.
Yeah.
I can feel the grit in my teeth.
Eat dust, motherfucker!
Go for another gear! No.
No.
We don't have enough room.
Yeah. Third gear and just,
Third gears. Yeah, too much.
Yeah. But yeah, I like this car. It's a good good driving car and it's not even close to being finished. Nice rattling noise.
Let me stop. Take it out of gear. Huh. Alright. Shut it off. No, don't hit that.
This?
Yeah, take the screwdriver on the dash. And then stick it in the hole and then turn it to the left.
Back into the shop. The wheel got fucked up somehow. You know, I was driving and I was like, huh, what's that clanking noise? Is that the fender? Nope. Alright.
Brake caliper on. Because I wanted to make sure the wheels still fit over.
Yeah.
Because, like, I wasn't sure about, like, doing the disc conversion. Because I wanted to keep these wheels. Cause they're vertical.
Yeah. Oh, and the brake
and
caliper.
I put the caliper on. But, hold on. It's got 2 halves to it. One's a 2-piston, the other one's just a single piston.
Okay.
And they come together like that.
Yeah.
I remember now. I got sidetracked and I was tightening one of them on and putting it on, and I left this loose.
Okay.
So it slid out and hit the inside of the wheel.
Nice.
It got off the nose. So
Awesome.
Wheels aren't falling off.
Problem solved.
But wheels aren't falling off, but we got to take it off to pull the caliper.
Yeah.
That's just me being dumb. And forgetting.
Yeah.
Trying to test fit them.
Would be also nice if it weren't 90 degrees, but you know, what can you
Yeah,
do?
I'm sweating already.
Sweaty ball. Yeah, SNL, please don't sue us. We got, this car is owned by someone named Edith, so, you know, Edith Puthie, and, it's really hot, so we've got sweaty balls.
Why do you gotta dishonor the woman that owned this car?
I'm sorry, Edith. You owned a very nice car at one point, and this is not that point.
That time has passed.
That time has passed.
Now it's in my hands. Hello. I heard it coming, and I was prepared.
You were prepared. It's good to be prepared in the automotive industry.
These are the professionals coming to you. Blimmo.
Nice. Sprayed a little bit of water at me.
Garden hose. Oh, there's a spider that came out.
Nice.
Yup.
Wildlife.
That'll do her.
Bar she blows.
Good thing I'm getting new calipers.
Yeah. Dude, you gotta put Brembos on this thing.
Oh, I gotta get them Porsche brakes. Alright. Junk.
Alright, cool. Problem solved. Yeah.
Back on the road. You think this thing actually had brakes?
Well, it had calipers.
Yeah, it had brakes. They're not here anymore.
At one point. Well, Edith owned it.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know, the amount of dents in this thing, you think she might not have
Had brakes.
Might not have used them.
Yeah.
I'm sure they worked.
Here's the donor car for the Volvo wagon that we were talking about earlier. As you can see, it's a sedan, and as you can also see, it's you know, torn apart because Carson used a lot of the parts from this car for the wagon. Yeah, the seats are sort of, the driver's seat is sort of okay, but otherwise, he had hopes of maybe LS swapping this or something, but that's probably not going to happen. He's probably going to junk it. It's just not a coherent car anymore. But yeah, it looks like it still has a decent radio in it, so that's something.
That's all, folks. See you next time. Thanks for watching.